This show was made possible with the continued support of the Vavada Part affiliate program, the best way to monetize your traffic. Hello, my friends, and thank you all so much for streaming another edition of APCW Perspectives. We have a lot to cover on this week's program, including news from the United Kingdom and the Netherlands. But before we go any further into this show, I need to stop right here and say, I realize there's a thread in the GPWA forums that many of you are following about how admin fees are calculated in relation to your commissions. But since that situation involves legal issues, I will not be discussing the details on this program or until the situation becomes a little bit more clear. I just wanted you webmasters out there to know I'm aware of it. The issue is not being ignored, and hopefully I will be able to discuss it next week or perhaps soon afterwards. While we wait, attitudes about gambling in the United Kingdom may be changing soon as the new CEO of the Betting and Gaming Council, Grania Hurst, has borrowed a page from the J. Todd playbook and dropped the hammer on the bullshit anti-gambling rhetoric of the British media and our political opposition. So, instead of fighting the fires that these people start in order to burn down our industry, she suggests fighting the people starting the fires, using evidence to counter their lies, educating the public about the truth, and listening to player complaints and issues. And while all of this sounds great, and I love her idea, my fear is that it's just too lucid, makes too much sense, and is too practical to work. Allow me to prove what I'm saying. A few weeks ago, we told you about a study showing a 522% jump in black market activity in Britain over the past 3 years. This after, about 3 years of people like me warning them that this was going to happen. So, the anti-gambling crusaders just carried on, and now it's come to this. The UK Institute for Public Policy Research is pushing another gambling industry tax hike, this time spinning it as a way to fight childhood poverty. Oh, well, who could be against fighting childhood poverty? All while simultaneously saying that another tax hike will not benefit the black market in any way. Why will it not benefit the black market in any way? Are all the players already over there? This is an asinine attitude. And if you think that there is no way that our overlords could possibly be that ignorant, allow me to prove just how blissfully ignorant they really are. The UK Home Office has just begun an investigation into prepaid government-issued debit cards for those seeking asylum in Britain. And I just bet you can't guess how this went off the rails. Yes, those debit cards are being used to gamble. Well, how long has that shit been going on? They don't know. They just now discovered it. You see, my friends, there's virtually no way that the people running our industry could be simultaneously this stupid, ignorant, and destructive. It has to be deliberate. I mean, it just has to be, right? No, I'm not trying to contact my home planet. The first half of the show gave me a headache. And there's more to come, because as we roll into the second half of our show, I'm thrilled to welcome the TonyBet affiliates as our newest APCW member. They represent the TonyBet Casino, TonyBet Sports, and TonyBet Spain. They offer commissions of up to 30% with no admin fees, fast payouts, real-time tracking, and 24/7 support. You can check out their review page on the APCW website or visit them directly at affiliatetonybet.com. That's all one word, affiliatetonybet.com. We actually interviewed TonyBet in London, and that video will be published very soon. But speaking of London interviews, we also just released our talk with Boomerang Partners from the IGB event, where I spoke with Dorina about their assortment of brands, their partnership with AC Milan, and their Golden Boomerang Awards, which will return in 2026. You can find that interview in the GPWA forums, as well as on our YouTube channel. Lastly, we've watched the Dutch gambling market over the past several years as they have tried and tried to emulate UK regulators. And since UK regulators are destroying their industry, it only stands to reason that Dutch regulators would follow suit. And now we get a front row seat to watch their implosion as the gambling tax hike in Holland, which just went into effect in January, has created a 200 million euro revenue shortfall. And remember, there's more tax increases coming next year. So how closely have the Dutch emulated the British? Well, the tax increase is responsible for a good portion of that revenue shortfall, but increasing restrictions placed on players and the industry have helped a bunch as well. And the end result is falling player protections. That's right, falling player protections, exactly the opposite of what regulators were supposed to be doing. It's almost as if, dare I say, almost as if this is what they were trying to do. Almost as if these people are just that stupid or just that brilliant, if it's deliberate. I don't know which. The one thing I do know is I'm coming back next week to do it again, God willing. And if there's an industry, no bloopers, but when I was speaking, a tiny little bug, you probably couldn't see it, maybe you could, I don't know, a tiny little bug went and landed on my nose, then I felt it, and then I felt that it went in my mouth. And I had to just keep going. These are the sacrifices I make that you guys don't see. I ate a bug. But that's okay. Except for the rest of the day, my breath is going to smell like moth. But that's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Todd. It's okay.